Hi everyone, I'm Russ.
I'm Mark.
And this is a spirited endeavor.
Priming the Pump edition.
Indeed.
I know. Fun. It's going to be a fun one tonight.
Yeah, we've overlooked this, and I don't know how the hell we did that.
I don't know how this happened. Well, I mean, we were on such a kick from this distillery for a long period of time. We've actually kind of shied away from it a little bit because we were giving it a little too much love, and now we want to go and revisit them.
Agreed. So we've done a lot of Saturday episodes with this and several others.
Yeah.
But I think the Priming the Pump is going to give it the attention it deserves.
Yeah, I think so. And we're gonna hit these in a particular order. I don't know how you're gonna see them, but we're gonna just hit one at a time, and hopefully you see the whole series.
Yeah, absolutely. So tune into some of the other ones and check them out.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so first up tonight, we're going to visit Bruichladdich.
Yep.
Yeah, and this one is going to be a bare barley, or actually, this is an Islay barley. So this is, and this one was distilled in 2010, and it was bottled in 2017, aged 6 years in oak casks. But this one was really interesting because while we were doing a lot of Bruichladdich back in the day, and we of course started with the classic Laddie, and then we found a Port Charlotte, and then when we came upon this one, it was sort of the through line for the entire, all of them.
Agreed.
You know, I think this unlocked Bruichladdich for us, and you know that we saw the through line through the whole, through their whole line.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. This really was the one that kind of unlocked all the other ones for me. That's where I started picking up that particular barley or grain note through all of them, and it's kind of neat.
Yeah, for sure. Now you're probably not going to find this one anymore. They've moved on. They've got the 2010 out. They've got the 2012. This one's a 2010. The Port Charlottes I found are pretty easy to find, but these are not always. I found one in the area here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. All right.
But I wouldn't shy away from any of these.
No, by all means.
All right. Let's get into this one. Okay, so this one's getting a little low, and this bottle's had a lot of love, and this one's getting a little low. So we're hoping to, once it gets down this far, it has kind of a limited shelf life. So we want to probably take care of it a little bit tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna send this one off. It's the amount of air in the bottle at that point, it tends to soften some of the edges on the whiskey. That's been our experience.
All right, a little bit more for our later show.
Indeed.
All right.
So nice thing about Bruichladdich, no color added, no chill filtration, and boy is it apparent.
Yeah, it's a very oily whiskey. I mean, that is just clings to the glass like a teenage groupie.
It is a pretty whiskey.
That is clingy.
Now this one about 50% ABV, I think.
Yeah, this one is 50% ABV.
Man, I call that. That does seem to be their number in a lot of the time.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I'm already this far away from the glass, and I'm already getting the some of the fruit notes in there because it's like a pear and pear, apricot. Ooh, nice little breeze kicked up. Yeah, it's not swamplanted today for a change. We're actually getting a bit of breeze, which I have to admit feels nice. Sorry if you're getting this on audio. I'll correct that. Yeah, so again, I mean, the predominant note for me in this now on the nose is pear. Yeah, for me it's a combination of pear and barley. Yeah, but it is very distinctly pear. Very distinctly pear. Yeah, and I've got the barley note kind of in the back. Probably a little bit of vanilla cream in there. Yeah, I go back in there, and as I get past some of the other aromas, I'm starting to get like shortbread, that sort of thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, buttered biscuits. Yes. Buttered biscuits. Yeah, it's surprisingly complex on the nose, actually. Yeah, for sure. Well, shall we? Sure. Plancha. Oh, yeah. Wow, the oils. The oils on that. And barrel spice. Okay. And a bit of ABV to it too. I know. I mean, it's got a little bit of everything. I mean, what a well-rounded whiskey this is. So, oh, that sticks around. Yeah, it really does. So, right on the tongue, you get a little bit of the spice and everything, but it's tempered with a little sweetness and fruit. A little bit of. I'm not gonna.
I don't think it's vanilla cream, but I think it's just a general sweetness, maybe honey, and then you get the spicy on the sides, and then on the back it's just shortbread.
Yeah, a lot of shortbread. I'm picking that up. Side of the tongue, I get that, along with that little bit of a bite from the spice. But yeah, that is just like shortbread cookie, heavy vanilla on the back end. Just pleasant.
And I'm getting that pear too. I mean, that pear, especially on the back end of that.
That's where I'm getting
picking
it
up that fruit note of that pear.
Yeah.
It's absolutely pear. It's not even apricot. I thought it may have been apricot initially, but now that the air's gotten to it a little bit, it's really a pear.
Yeah, I agree with that. And it's a viscous whiskey. This is not a thin whiskey by any stretch of the imagination. The oils are very present on the palate.
Yeah, this would hold up really well to water.
Absolutely.
But
man, is it tasty neat. Holy cow, man.
Yeah, I don't know if I would. I think we've done it with water before, and it just amped up the spice. Yeah. I prefer this pour neat, so we're just going to stick to it neat tonight.
Yeah, the barrel spice is just perfect on this one. It really is a nice counterpoint to the sweetness that this brings.
There is a nice little malty aspect to it.
Oh yeah.
That kind of you get sort of mid palate. It's just there. It's nice. It doesn't hang around too long, and then it kind of fades more into that pear shortbread note.
Yeah, I agree. The little bit of pear note to this is kind of nice because it does break up that shortbread. And I say the same thing as far as the barrel spice is concerned. Again, it keeps it from being too lopsided. Really nice whiskey, man. That's just enjoyable.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm finding out that the pear in this is really specific too. It's like one of the green pears that are really sweet. Anjou pear or something.
I'm going to call it a green pear.
Green pear.
That could be any number of pears, I suppose, but that's what comes to mind.
But very sweet, very sweet whiskey. But enough barrel spice in there just to keep it really interesting.
Yeah, I agree. I like
well-rounded, a lot of layers.
I'm not big on thin whiskeys. I tend to have something with a little bit more substance to it, a little thicker, a little more viscous, heavier on the oils, and this one certainly is all that and then some.
Yeah.
Impressive. Very impressive.
All right, so
yeah.
We have a rating system.
We do.
From 1 to 5.
And this one's kind of tough because, again, we've had so many of their products before.
And it would be easy to say, okay, they're all 5s to us, but I don't want to do that here because I think there's some credibility here. Now, I think that Bruichladdich makes more interesting whiskeys.
I agree, wholeheartedly.
But I think this one is the one that sort of unlocked, like I said before, unlocked it for us. So it kind of gives you your stepping stones into going either Bruichladdich or Port Charlotte or Octomore.
Agreed. Yeah, I think if you can get your hands on any of these, it will certainly explain the rest of the lineup. For me, I'm going to go 4 on this one because of the fact that it unlocks so much in the rest of the product line. Is it their best product? No, I don't think so. There are others that I would rank a bit higher than that, but I think that's where I'd put it.
Yeah, for sure. I think, because you can probably get this a little bit with the classic Lottie.
Yeah.
Which is, this was, I think this was like $120 whiskey for me. The classic Lottie can do it in $30.
Yeah.
So there's kind of that factor to it, but I will forever love this whiskey.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm with you on the 4. Man, I'm just gonna finish this one.
Yeah, it's tasty. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone.
All right, thank you. We'll see you on the next one.
Yep. Take care.
Bye.